Y obviamente uno de los momentos que estoy seguro van a sorprender en este día 2 de El Vive Latino es la presentación de una banda que muchos de ustedes ya conocen. Estoy hablando de 21 Pilots. First of all, it's great to have you back here. How do you feel to be part of a Latin American music festival?
It's one of the coolest moments that we've had in our career, and we haven't played yet, but we're looking forward to seeing what it's all about. And there's just something about the community and the culture here that's just different from anything we've seen before. And this is our second time ever being, in Mexico, and we've been looking forward to it ever since we came here the first time.
Let me tell you something. You make a lot of noise here in Mexico. A lot of people know your work. A lot of people know Bessel like perfectly. It surprised you like how good was the welcome of the Mexican crowd for you?
Yeah, we talk about, I think every day there's like people tagging photos or a tweet of us from Mexico, and we've only been here one time, and it's really cool. And the only thing, we wish we would have worn something a little bit cooler if there's people taking photos of it and stuff. But it's really cool to see, and it's we've kind of gotten a cool opportunity to kind of go all over the world and play different countries, and not a lot of them that we've been to have been non-English speaking, but it's always crazy to go to a country that that's not predominantly English speaking and see it kind of translate like that. And so I think it's pretty interesting.
It shows you how powerful live music can be, so it was an amazing first experience, and we're looking forward to seeing what happens next.
Cool. Now, obviously, 2013 it was really important for you. You're never gonna forget in your life. Bessel was a great success. What could be the biggest lesson that 2013 gave you as a band?
The biggest lesson in 2013. What do you think? I think it's the people in the audience are in control. And that's something that we learned, and that's something that we like to reiterate when we play live. Listen, we are not the ones in charge up here. We are going to hopefully lead you in a direction that will create a moment, but ultimately the people in the audience, they outnumber everyone on stage by so many, and so that's a good thing to know when you're a performer on stage, because you can feel like you're in charge, but really they could crush you if they wanted. So just knowing that and respecting an audience, it goes a long way. That's something we learned.
And I guess that the energy that you get when you're on stage and thousands of people are putting their attention on you, it's amazing, isn't it?
It definitely impacts you, having that many people looking at you. You can start to doubt yourself and wonder, am I even cool enough to be on stage right now? But there's a sense of confidence that comes over you, knowing that you've worked really hard on your music, and we know our set really well, and that also the people out there they're pulling for you. They want it to work. They don't want you to fail. It gives you the freedom to entertain, and that's what we like to do.
Cool. Now, Gun for Hands, it's a great and successful video in our channel. Tell us a little bit, if you get involved about the visual, about what happened in that video.
Guns for Hands? That was actually our roommate. And us worked on it. We like to keep everything in house. So he's our good friend who kind of came up with the idea, and we rented this studio out, and just kind of wanted to lay the song out for people, what we thought it meant visually. And there's some cool moments in there where you get kind of a live energy because it's just us performing, but also some stunts in there when it comes to the duct tape around the face, and the one thing I remember about that video is I had a type of tape that was very easy to take off. For some reason, it just came off very easy, but he had a duct tape that ripped his eyebrows off. And so, yeah, he had it much worse than I did.
But it was like I was like wrapped on really tight too, and so it was like I felt like claustrophobic. I don't usually feel claustrophobic, but for some reason when that was on, I just felt like if someone comes in here like ready to kill us, I can barely see and I can barely breathe, so I'm just gonna fall on the floor and yeah, I don't know. It was weird.
Cool. Now, talking about what's next, a lot of people want to know if you already started the creating process for a new album.
Yeah, we the beauty of what it means for us to create songs and to write songs is, we can do it while we're on the road because of, our instruments, but also computers and being able to set up a studio on the bus or in the hotel room or whatever. And we have so many crazy ideas for an album that we're going to be, working on later this year or something. And we're still very much in the middle of touring our album Vessel that's out right now, but with our eyes set on the future, and we can't wait for people to hear what we have in our heads.
Well, it helped you to be in a lot of different countries to get inspiration?
Absolutely. Actually, a lot of this next album has been inspired by the fact that we've seen a lot of the world, and experiencing a place like Mexico City and seeing how impactful music can be and how much, music is held up as a really important and special thing can really impact your songwriting. And also playing live, it's like the question is asked, okay, what do we want to do live? What kind of sound are we going for? What kind of stunt do we want to do? What's missing in our set? And so our songwriting can be influenced by that too. So yeah, absolutely.
Well, now I love the House of Gold video. I mean, I love the mix of gore with cuteness, with an ukulele. It's a great mix. Tell us a little bit the experience about making this video.
It was, not to ruin anything, but we weren't actually cut in half for the video.
That's good to know.
Yeah. And the guy, going back to the whole thing, his roommate that kind of like he travels with us everywhere, and kind of like we work on a lot of video content together, and we've kind of like had a running joke for a while about green screen and kind of like what that is, and we joke around when we watch movies, and I always like turn to him, I'm like, is that green screen? And he's always like making up lies and stuff. So this was the first time that we ever used that sort of technology, green screen.
Yeah, special effects and stuff.
Yeah, special effects and stuff. And it was kind of cool for us too, because most of the stuff that we come up with is just very simple, but intentionally. It's like we like really intentionally simple things. And so this was like kind of as like complex as it's gotten as far as utilizing some special effects and stuff like that. But it was cool to. I think that it's challenging in its own way to do something really simple. But then there's also this separate challenge that comes when you're utilizing technology like that or effects or whatever it is, and you have to think in terms of this is going to look different than what it feels like right now, and so that was kind of a fun process in shooting that, I thought.
Now the last question, Taylor, I know that you always have a lot of things to create. Do you have? I read that you're preparing a solo project. Is true?
No, actually, that's not true. I used to write songs back before Josh and I met and everything. I used to do songs by myself, obviously. But right now, the focus is this thing that we like to call 21 Pilots. Pouring everything we have into that right now is our goal. And I don't know, it's fun for us to do that because we like that it's less about us as individuals and more about the community of people who they call them fans, but we think that there's a better name for that out there, and so that's what our focus is right now.
Cool. Well, thank you very much for the time of this interview. Congratulations, because every time you came here, you came bigger and bigger and bigger, and I know next time you're gonna be like huge. You're gonna see in some minutes what is Mexican crowd. I mean, you can prove it on the Paramore tour, but right now you're gonna see what it's Vive Latino it's like.
We cannot wait.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, man.
Ya lo vieron, hermanos, 21 Pilots. Vamos a continuar con más. No le cambien. Estamos aquí en este resumen de lo mejor del día 2 del Vive Latino en Telehit.